it's that I feel bad that it comes to an end because all you guys are my friends now, and like it or not, you're my friend. And so I wrote 6 poems this month, so I got on a little bit of a writing spurt, I guess. This first one is called Skinny Dip Falls, and Brian says it's very Walt Whitman-ish. So, Skinny Dip Falls. Every tree of the Chautauqua Gorge has naked birds sitting on branches. Birds of 1,000 different shapes and sizes, each with their own song, beautiful voices and ugly voices, humble songs of a coming winter, victorious war songs over the peregrine falcon. Rain fills its belly. Waterfalls maintain a constant rumble of serenity through the day and night. Rainbows waltz in the pale mist of the falls. A quiet riot of butterfly wings are the cause for the cool summer breezes. This place has never been cursed, has never lost its grace. The spirits have never been frightened. A faraway symphony is the breathing of a sleeping Milky Way. Soon she'll open her eyes and smile. A full moon has been caring for her as she twisted in a Picasso vision of God. A connoisseur of dark skies exploding into brilliance. There is no existence beyond the walls of this canyon. At the horizon, all things cease. This is not an exaggeration of heaven. This is the province of Labini. Runaway slaves hid here from their bounty hunters. Spiritual treasures are buried beneath the shale. Never is a kiss contagious. This must be what poetry is, written by flamboyant poets. The year of their birth and death eroded away from their stones, like the Appalachians. No one will ever die here. Long after the death rattle is silent, life continues like rolling thunder. My madness brought me here. There was no main street to follow, no road signs pointing me in the right direction. A fever grew ferocious in my brain. My clanging speech gave insight to my disorder. The modern world was my impediment. Like the birds, I have removed my feathers. In my naked splendor, I sing songs in different tongues. There are no angelic verses of tomorrow or of yesterday. Their era never existed. No longer do I practice the art of deliberation with myself. Beautiful, natural, and bold, I swim only in my gaudy flesh. Thank you. That was exceptionally longer than any of the other ones I ever write. The next one is called Train, just simply Train. Like old coal trains on rickety tracks, the days of my soul are growing shorter. Steam trumpets sound the warning of my season's coming. I'm carrying heavy bones up the Elkhorn grade. I've taken my rest on Flat Top Mountain. I've written my poetry on the downhill runs. Slow Train Coming plays inside my brain. Lucky am I to be a poet. Lucky am I to be a train. Thank you. Hope I'm not boring you. This one is called If I Had One Wish Left. If I had $1 left, how should I spend it? If I am to be virtuous, must I also be chaste? If I had one breath left, when should I breathe it? If there's one meal left, will it be a feast for my family? With 1 mile left, if I'm standing on the west facing north, when should my journey commence? If I am aroused, with whom do I share my seed? When I am intoxicated, should I desire tribulation? Can parity be found inside a vacant heart, an empty imagination? These are the odds and ends I purge from my pondering. There's no expectations to my speculations, my meditation. This next poem is dedicated to my cousin. Hi, Kelly Carmody. She came to visit from Phoenix, and we didn't have a lot of time, so I took her to the cemetery in Sugar Grove, because there's a lot of people that were on the Underground Railroad buried there, and also the one of the founders of 10,000 Maniacs is buried there. So I took her there, and she said something about this aura of freedom, and that little phrase stuck with me, and that's what this poem is about. It's called Kelly Visits My Ghost. In an aura of freedom, peacekeepers polish their fingernails blue. Chickens kiss hawks, dandelions do it with bees, and the low-down Negro is no more, no more. The sergeant of arms gives out second chances for a dime, a dozen, and passes wisdom onto contemplative monks. Heaven confuses the clear thinker's perspective. Prayer is the risk anyone takes. Salvation flows through the lips like a lethal dose of innocence. Hold your breath and relinquish life. Drift out of the universe into the dark, into a temporary death. Beyond holidays of the heart, always left in the rubble, will be found an aura of freedom. And then, I'm sorry I'm taking a little bit longer, but today we have a special treat. I would like to introduce LeeAnn. And, Okay. And we've never done this, and our only rehearsal is talking about it, but she's going to play her Conga while I read a poem. And just like old days, if something moves you, click your fingers, say, I feel it, yell out a ooh, yell out a ah, or whatever you feel like, and we just need a smoke smoke machine going on here. So, and it's called I'm Done with the Sun.
Okay.
My lips are turning blue, my flesh an autumn gray, my heart's broken drum on this, my lucky day. I'm dropping inside a well, drifting in a waveless sea, and the moon, it is smiling on old friends and family. My revolutions are now over, my anger has been satisfied, my brutal memories all erased, and no one will know I cried. Desolation will leave my spirit, harmonies will fill my ears, voices inside my head are silent, and who remembers my tears? I'm riding naked on a wild pony, I've always been good and bad. My bones are silly with joy, celebrating this, the best life I ever had. Thank you, LeeAnn. That was excellent.
Love it.
Oh, that was perfect, wasn't it? God, I can't wait until next year. See, we gotta have a contract.
Peace, man.
Yeah. That was groovy. And now this last poem is a gift to Brian. I call him Free. I wrote this yesterday. He hasn't heard it. I never posted it on my blog, buzzfree.com. It was 3 years ago today that we got legally married in Palm Springs. So we've been together 34 years, so I kind of knew what I was getting into. And so I wrote this poem for him. So happy anniversary, Brian. The poem is called Happy Anniversary. I have only one true love. Everything else was just meat and potatoes. Sooner or later, my belly would be growling again. He's my cup of green tea that calms me, a snake that rattles inside me, a canary that sings his song in my heart. He has seen me cry and fixed my broken bones with healing hands. I let him dig for change in my pockets. I am the worthless bastard he kisses goodnight, the sad-eyed Buddha he saved from drowning in a desert quicksand. He tolerates me smiling when I shouldn't be. He understands me cursing Christ and gives really good head. Thank you, Obama. Thank you.